Welcome back to our little corner of the internet. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're going to be looking at old Tiffany. She decided to say, I can care less what the judge says. She's going to do things her way. So we're going to go ahead on and review what happened at the courthouse this week.
Developing tonight in the south suburbs, more controversy involving Tiffany Henyard.
The Dalton mayor held in contempt of court this morning in a case over liquor licenses. WGN's Jenna Barnes has the latest.
Well, the attorney for the owners of this restaurant here behind us say they believe Henyard didn't sign those liquor licenses for personal reasons, even though it was her job to do it. Their months-long fight came to a
So for personal reasons, here it is. The judge is telling her she needs to issue these licenses, and yet again, for personal reasons, she's still stating she's not going to sign or give those people those licenses.
head this morning when a judge found Henyard in contempt. Attorneys for the owners of this three-story restaurant and banquet hall, St. Patrick's, say the business will finally be able to open after a judge found Mayor and Liquor Control Commissioner Tiffany Henyard in contempt and forced her to sign the liquor license.
Now, of course, we just took a look at that building. It looks brand new. It looks like they've taken their time, remodeled it, and done everything right. So because she couldn't find a way to deny the permits and whatever else on the building side, she decided, hey, I'll go ahead on and freeze them on the liquor because they won't be a successful business without a liquor license. To me, the only reason you would do something like this is if you have plans down the road to come back and buy this building, hoping they'll run out of money and won't be able to stay open. That's the only thing that I can see in a situation like this. Other than this, you would say, hey, this is going to bring revenue to the area. It's going to be taxes. It's going to be a plethora of different things. So why would you not want to give them the liquor license?
She'd allegedly been stonewalling for months.
It's been a challenge, to put it mildly, but it's really shouldn't be so difficult. This is an ordinary event to get liquor licenses issued.
Attorney Adrian Vukovich sued on behalf of the restaurant's owners back in August. He says Henyard repeatedly promised to issue the licenses the village board already approved, but she didn't. She made that promise again in open court on Wednesday, and when those licenses...
Okay, so she made the promise in court on Wednesday stating she would sign them. Here it is, 2 days later, and she still hasn't signed them. So apparently she stated, I'm going to do things my way.
Still weren't signed Thursday. All parties were back in court for a hearing Friday morning. Henyard showing up half an hour late.
The judge asked the mayor, will you sign these licenses? And instead of signing them or answering the judge directly, she, began talking in circles. And so that's when the judge made a determination of what's called indirect criminal contempt.
Meaning the judge found her disrespectful to the court's authority. Henyard signed 2 of the 3 licenses under threat of another finding of contempt.
It's serious. It's not something that anybody should want to happen, let alone a public official.
It's up to the judge to determine what punishment Henyard could face. The restaurant owners are still pursuing that 3rd liquor license. They're also pursuing sanctions and damages. We've reached out to Henyard's attorney for comment on this contempt finding and have not heard back.
All right, so look at it like this. She's standing in court with the judge. He's asking her to sign them or give a reason why she won't sign them. And she does what she always does, go on a rant. So she went on a rant in a circle, avoiding answering the question. And so the judge basically had to threaten her in order for her to sign those licenses. This is ridiculous, man. I mean, at this point, I'm guessing she's going, if everybody's making her life hell, she's going to do the same and make everybody else's life hell as well. All right, while I have y'all, supposedly her attorney could not file the paperwork correct for the caucus that she was stating was unfair and unjust. So we're going to go ahead and see what happened per the attorney filing the paperwork and why it was supposedly thrown out at this point.
And now to a major development in the saga of embattled Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany HENYARD. A judge has dismissed her lawsuit, claiming that a caucus that threw her off the ballot was illegal. NBC5's Regina Waldrop has been following this case very closely for a very long time. She joins us now with details. Regina.
Marion, it is official. Tiffany HENYARD is off the ballot for Thornton Township Supervisor, a role she was appointed to in 2022. So I want to take you back to the scene December 3rd. That is when Tiffany HENYARD was thrown off the ballot. It was a packed and raucous meeting with an overflow crowd waiting outside. At that time, HENYARD called it unfair and illegal. She said none of her supporters were let in to cast a vote. Now, we spoke to elections expert attorney Bert Odelson, who tells us the caucus was legal, and also a Thornton Township resident who says it might have been legal, but it might not have been ethical.
I think that they used some plays out of Tiffany HENYARD's own playbook. They booked a venue that was too small to hold everyone who wanted to attend. They seated their own supporters early.
Were there, conducted the caucus, was done legally. Even a properly filed objection wouldn't have stood. So she's done.
All right. And I believe him. She's done. So she can't be on the ballot. She's in court with the judge for not signing licenses. So right now, her life is a mess. Basically, her world is turned upside down. Last year and the years before, she thought she was the queen. She could do what she wants. She can run the towns how she wants. She can run the city how she wants. The townships, everything the way that she wanted. She's always stated she was the head. And even now, she feels like no one is still above her to make her do what needs to be done. If you're like me, I know you've been waiting for the Lightfoot report to come out and reveal what other things that she has found during her investigation. This is supposed to be coming out on Monday. A lot of people will be live streaming this information. We'll be able to see what Lightfoot was able to find additionally from what the first report stated. At this time, I don't really know if it'll be worthwhile because she's off the ballot in Thornton and House is looking to win the seat for mayor. So I really don't know if it's even worth the time or the resources at this point. But we'll go ahead on and hop in and see what's supposed to be coming up on Monday.
We're going to find out more about Dalton Mayor Tiffany HENYARD and how she spent her funds very soon. Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot and her new officer will be releasing the findings of their investigation into the Dalton mayor on Monday. Lightfoot has spent the past months looking into the mayor's spending spree, including costly trips to Las Vegas last year that were on the taxpayers' dime. More about Dalton Mayor Tiffany.
All right, so we're going to get some information on that on Monday to see how she spent some more of the money. We'll see if we'll have some more surprises. We don't know for sure what's on there as of yet, or if it's really any additional information at this time. So we'll have to stay tuned and find out on Monday.